Organized by Government of Telangana, Commissioner and Director of School Education, State Council of Educational Research and Training. Today we are going to discuss mathematics subject for class 7th students. Actually, mathematics is a very interesting subject if we understand how to learn it in the proper way. Most of the times we feel that giving mathematics means simply giving solutions. It does not mean so. We have to develop or improve mathematical thinking. Pattern studying or conducting some activities through which the students has to involve in the activities which we are conducting, so that they can understand mathematics in a better way. It is actually always a thought provoking process. The way in which we pose the questions makes lot of difference in the classroom. If we pose proper and suitable questions, then the thought process will begin, and we have to see that the thought process has to continue. Further, whenever we conduct any activity, it is equally important that we have to give some conclusion from that activity. We should not leave it like that haphazard. So, what sort of questions we have to pose so that they can come out for the correct conclusion. Even while doing some activity, if they arrive at some wrong conception or wrong concept, then we have to pose proper questions so that why we reached that and what way we have to think further, so that we can reach our required solution. So, these are some of the aspects. So, to discuss the things related with 7th class mathematics, here in the studio there are some subject experts. To my left is Dr. Kandala Ramaya. He is a textbook writer as well as an eminent mathematics teacher. He is we can say that he is a good field practitioner, and for rendering his services he is a national awardee. He received award from the president. Okay. To his left is Mr. R.L.N. Murthy. He is also a field practitioner, a subject expert as well as textbook writer. And to his left is Mr. 𝗳𝗘𝗍 He is also an eminent field practitioner as well as subject expert. Okay. Welcome sir, welcome to you all. Okay. So, now while coming to mathematics, most of the times if we enter into the classroom, like the children may or may not be ready. Most of the times what happens, the readiness of the child is more important. If the child is not ready, we are unable to tackle the situation. If until and unless they are ready, like we cannot grab the attention of the child. So, is there any technique or strategy for grabbing the attention of the students? Kishore sir.
Good morning all the viewers and good morning to the panel here sir. So, welcome to everyone sir. So, it is a very beautiful question sir, actually speaking. So, as soon as we enter into the class, the foremost important thing that we need to keep in mind is how to divert the attention of the students to learn our subject. That is the most important thing that we need to take care of. So, as soon as we enter into the class, children will be already completing some other classes. So, still they will be in thinking about the other subjects, or maybe they will be moving in and out. So, they will be already occupied with different things in their mind. Now, as soon as we enter into the classroom, now if we see all the students with all these thoughts in their mind, it is very difficult for a math teacher to teach the concept and also make them understand it. So, for that, if we can make a small activity or an ice breaking activity, so like a small activity I would suggest to all the teachers. The thing is like it can be called as a T20 or a C20 or whatever you can name it accordingly, a small addition game and a subtraction game. So, make them play 1 to 20, like you start asking them, or first make them divide into two groups So one group will give a number 1.
Okay.
Then the other group will give the next number. So they can give only 1 or 2 just by adding it. So if
Okay.
the first team say 1, then the other team would be saying 2 or maybe 3. That's
Okay.
it. So either
Okay.
they add 1 or 2 to it, not
Okay.
more than that.
Right.
So like that, if each team is asked to tell, add and tell that, and whoever reaches 20, that team would be the winner.
Okay.
Or
Reaching 20 is
reaching 20 is the target, sir.
the target. Okay.
So to reach that, he has to think a lot, sir. It's not just telling some number randomly. So the thing is, like, his goal is 20. To reach that 20, which number I should go?
Okay.
So in that way, he'll be
it
thinking.
depends upon some strategy.
Yes, sir.
There some
Yes,
strategy
sir.
should be there in his mind.
Exactly, sir.
Yeah,
Exactly,
good.
sir. So based on that strategy, they are going to tell those numbers. So there, it involves lot of thinking skills. So automatically, the child will enter into our concept mode.
Yes, sir.
Now, once we complete this activity, so entire class will be now is ready to accept whatever we are going to teach to them.
Okay. Actually, here there is one good practice earlier, which I think some of the teachers stopped using it. Like applying mental calculations, right? Earlier in our childhood, I do remember whenever we enter into the classroom, the teacher poses some 5 to 6 questions, oral calculations.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason due to which we can see even the students are unable to do oral calculation nowadays, because such kind of practice is, I think, some sort like lagging nowadays. So again, we have to bring it back. Like whenever we pose some questions orally, the students will answer, and alertness and attentiveness will be there in the classroom.
Exactly.
So actually, once the child is ready for the classroom scenario or the situation, then it will be easy for us.
Yes, sir. Exactly, sir.
Okay, fantastic, sir. A very good suggestion to our audience. Right, thank you.
Here also one can add one point, sir.
Yes, sir.
What our textbooks also designed in such a way, whenever you enter into the class. So if you see the structure of the textbook in every chapter, there is an introduction. In introduction, these kind of activities, for example, buzz game or any paper folding activity,
Yes,
or
sir.
any role play which is related to the contextual context to
that
the
particular
given
concept, yes.
So along with this, teacher has to collect the different kind of games and incorporate in the wherever it is necessary to drag the attention of the children, to drag them towards the learning, and to develop such a kind of interest. So which leads to a recreational kind of environment in the classroom, where children can learn with a play and play the game and learn the maths. That's a kind of concept which we have to inculcate in the classroom general practice.
Yeah, actually even in Herbartian steps also we see that like motivation is one of the important aspects. When once the child is motivated, then only we have to start our class.
Yeah, for example, a teacher comes and writes on the blackboard, it's not I. So teacher reaches the heart of the child and he makes the child to stimulate themselves to participate. And one more thing, once you give a small ignition, they can play themselves also.
Yes.
So it can be carried out to their homes. So this is a kind of some more games, some one cultural games can be bring into the classroom, and classroom games can be taken into their daily life. So these kind of vice versa exchange could be there in our pedagogical aspect. That is very important to transact the classroom, and at the same time to drag the attention them interest. So as you said, mathematics is not a fear. It's a it's a fair, it's a pleasure to learn. That's kind of creation.
Joyful learning takes place in the classroom.
Yeah, joyful learning, and also actually I think for doing all such activities, definitely the teacher needs a little bit of preparation. Because whatever the activity which you conduct at a later stage, it must be connected to the concept which you are going to handle.
That's very important.
If such kind of activities we choose, for selecting that we need a little bit of that's why we say planning is more important for
we have
conducting
in our
classroom.
Summer trainings also, in our LIP training also, we have incorporated the step. We have given the first step which our Kishore sir insisted now. So buzz game and paper folding, many games are there. So number system, you can take a lottery
for every area, definitely one activity will be there.
Yeah,
we have to choose that activity, and with that they will understand. Like we, as you said, like we can go for a role play, we can go for some
folding.
art, paper folding, so many techniques are there. Just the only thing is we have to adapt, or even as I said, simply posing some 2-3 oral calculations is also equally important. Every day, if suppose you are unable to plan any activity, simply pose some 4-5 oral calculations.
This I can say, Sharma garu, it's a kind of discourse between the teacher and the student. It's a classroom is alive, which makes the classroom is alive.
Well,
So it's not a one-side batting as we are now doing.
Vibrant classroom.
Yeah, vibrant classroom.
Most of the times, actually recently I said, so the classrooms are to be shifted from silent classroom to vibrant classrooms. Because we have to shift our pedagogy from teacher centric to student centric or learner centric.
And moreover, we need to provide a room to the children
Yes.
to pose the different kind of questions. That means we need to develop the art of questioning also. That is very
Actually,
important,
art
part.
of questioning as well as, like you see, sir, most of the times whenever we keep on teaching something, whether it is understood by the child or not, he is the person who can perspect and he can say, yes, I understood this, yes, here I have a doubt. If we provide them a chance to open up his mouth, then there is a scope. We have to provide him that opportunity. That is more important.
It's very important for the oral discourse and the written discourse. The mathematics is a kind of, we know the communication skills, what kind of communication a teacher and a student can have in the classroom. That is very important. Mathematical communication is a pivotal thing for the conceptual understanding and which leads to problem solving.
So actually what I do suggest is, sir, like encourage the students questioning, sir.
Yes.
Whether they may be big question, small question, maybe relevant, whatever it is, but encourage questioning the questioning the teacher, like what happens to this, or what will happen to this, when I do like this, what will happen. So this kind of questions really make them feel like, okay, very much comfortable with the teacher, and he can ask any sort of doubts whatever he is asking.
So let them come by their own conclusion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, most of the times the questions which we pose must be open-ended,
Yes,
so that there is more scope for the children to think, and we can ask them to think further. Such a kind of scope or possibility is there only with open-ended questions.
Yes.
Okay. Now, while coming to the syllabus in class 7th, related to numbers, if we consider, the first chapter is integers. Okay. In integers, mainly we have like operations on integers and properties. Okay. Murthy garu, related to operations on integers, what sort of activities will be more and more helpful in understanding the operations on integers? Because we see these operations on integers will be helpful for them at a later stage also. This is very, very crucial. But what is the way in which the students can understand it in a better way?
So generally we adopt in the classrooms the patterns.
Yes, sir.
So for example, operations on integers means we can perform addition or subtraction.
Okay.
But in the case of, for example, addition is there. For example, if you take 2 plus 3, what is the value of 2 plus 3? So we can use number line or even sometimes pattern itself also.
Yes.
For example, 2 minus 3 is there. What is the value actually do we get? 2 minus 3.
Okay.
So that means it might be a negative 1. So how do we get that negative 1?
Okay.
So even in the case of when you multiply the two integers, for example, if 2 into 3 is 6, but whereas 2 times negative 3 is negative 6.
Okay.
Negative times negative 3 is equal to negative 6. So in order to explain all these things actually, so we need some patterns. So with the help of patterns, the students come to the conclusion that, so they may generalize it also. Plus multiplied by plus we get plus, plus multiplied by minus you get minus, or minus multiplied by minus you will get a positive sign. So they come to the conclusion. In order to come to the conclusion, so we need to provide a situation in the classroom, let the classroom divided into the groups.
Okay.
So then in the groups we need to discuss all these things. So let the teacher only should act as a facilitator, and he will provide some flashcards or some papers
actually for this also, as you said, we have to give them some cards, and some activities are to be pre-designed, so that we can give them the cards and ask them to work in groups, so that they can come out with the conclusions.
As far as my concerned, actually we should not disclose all these things directly.
Yes, that is true.
So that should come from the children itself only.
Yes.
So, we need to encourage that.
Actually,
for
like,
example, let us see, for example, if you want to prove that minus into minus
yeah, look
is
at
equal
the
to plus.
screen.
Once
Here
again,
you
look
can
at the
see,
screen. Yeah.
like suppose we are talking about patterns.
Yes.
For example, say 3 into minus 2.
Yes.
3 into minus 2 is equal to minus 6.
Yes. What I
then,
said.
Then let us
Next.
then go for 2 into minus 2 is equal to minus 4. Then
Yes. 1 into
1 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2.
Yes.
Then 0 into minus 2 is equal to 0.
Yes.
Okay. Now here next is minus 1 into minus 2.
What is
Now what happens? Just
Yes.
you,
Then
they have
we
to
need to
observe
leave it.
the
leave it-
pattern.
We need to leave it for the children.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Actually here they can observe that 3, 2, 1, 0 every time the number is reduced by 1 and minus 2 is fixed. Right side it is minus 6, minus 4, minus 2. Even we can take the help of number line.
Yes.
Or even we can explain it by using some daily life examples. Like in daily life we have something like lift. Lift
Yes.
is one beautiful example where moving up and down. Or we can take the help of temperatures. Of course, temperatures is somehow again abstract, whereas lift they can see directly.
That is good one.
And of course, if you want to connect it to the outside, like other subjects also, in social studies you come across the cities which are above the sea level, below the sea level.
Yes.
Like some data we can collect and we can give the data, and based on that we can ask them to analyze, which will be helpful in understanding social studies also in a better way. Means these are all. So basically my intention is that they have to understand that I am learning maths because it is in the maths textbook. It is very important.
So once
Most
again,
of the times that is actually missing in our classrooms.
Once again, could you
Yes,
show that screen again?
Yeah.
And now here actually minus 6, minus 4 and minus 2, 0. After that next what will be the next number?
Yes, yes.
So then obviously the minus 6 reduced by if you add 2 you will get negative 4.
So
if you add
plus
negative
2
4,
is the
2,
idea.
negative 2, negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Again
0.
he will try to come to the conclusion that 0 plus 2 is equal to 2.
Yes.
So again some more examples may be given to generalize that one.
Yeah.
So in such a way it can be generalized.
If they understand this,
Yes.
then they never get a doubt whether minus into minus
Yes,
is plus or
yes.
plus into minus, because this is most of the times a great confusion. So they can overcome such kind of confusions if they study and they do the problems in their own by studying the patterns.
But moreover sir, one more year actually the children will commit the mistake like this also. So here actually negative 1 times negative 2 is also 2. Even negative 1 plus negative 2 also sometimes they will write 2.
Okay.
So while adding and multiplying, so they actually thought that they are actually they generalize that even in the
Okay.
case of
So what
while
is the
adding
operation?
and also
What is the
multiplication
operation
also,
they have to
yes,
understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually,
same thing. It can be played by the token, color tokens.
Yes,
Two
context,
color
color
tokens.
tokens
Yes.
you can
So
use. Yes.
minus is red and
Red,
you know
Positive
another
you can
color is blue or green. So if you take like that, so turning the colors, minus means suppose a minus 1 into minus 2, how it becomes a plus.
But moreover this is the very important area has to be concentrated at the 7th class level sir.
Yes.
Because this
yes.
will be useful for higher classes. So we need to address more about on these operations or integers as well as the properties also. As far as the properties concerned, when you add two integers, what do we get it?
Yes.
So then actually if you add two integers, obviously we get integer. So
Okay.
that is a closure property.
Okay.
So next, for example, if 2 plus 3 is also equal to 3 plus 2.
Yes.
So that is again comes under commutative.
Okay.
So for example here 3 plus 2 of plus 5 is there. Can it be written 3 plus of 2 plus 5? Even we can changing the signs also. So this comes under again associative property. But here the role of 0 will come. So if we add to the 0 to the integer, what do we get it?
Okay. We get
The
back
question
the
we need to pose to the children.
Yes.
So then they will come for one solution.
Yes.
So if you add 0 to the any integer, we will get the integer itself only.
Okay.
And moreover, so for example, let us say select one integer.
Okay.
What integer has to be added so as to get
that
0.
we get 0.
0.
One question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Again they start thinking. So, for example, 2 is there. What integer need to be added for 2 to get 0 means they will come to conclusion that negative 2.
Okay.
So, what is the difference actually relation between negative 2 and 2? This negative 2 is the additive inverse of 2.
Okay.
Again, what is the additive inverse of negative 2? There is again one question. Yeah. So,
Okay.
these actually these properties can be discussed during this chapter, and this will be useful for even 8th class for further studies and
Yes,
group theory.
yes.
They are going to study in further also.
Okay. Thank you. So, actually it is a very fruitful discussion.
Yes, yes.
Related to integers, we have several aspects. Even I think earlier we said joyful learning. We can take 2 dice and we can take any 7 by 7 sheet, and we can prepare like -24 to +24, putting 0 in the middle, and we can
Yes.
put some counters at 0, and the 2 dice with the 2 different colors we have to choose. One is a plus and the other is minus. Then we can ask them to play, and from that also we can
Yes.
allow the children to
To play
understand,
themselves.
and by playing also they can do the operations in their own. Actually, separate or different strategies are there, just we have to adopt and we have to bring it to the classroom.
Yes, one
That
more
is
thing,
more important.
Sharma, I can
Yes,
add here. Children or students, teachers. So kindly use the grid paper for the number line, for the equal
Yes.
distribution, and the graph paper if at all possible. So that is a kind of introduction to the children. So where they can divide the number line. So what Sharma Murthy sir said, actually, so 2 plus minus 2 or -2 plus 2, what happens? So these can be done on the number line by using it. So that is in the playway method.
So, that means
So that kind of strategies are very important while teaching. So we have in our IAP panel also, there is a scale is there. There you can use, and a grid paper is there for the virtual mode of teaching learning process. Make the children ensure that they can do on the same paper. That's very important in the classroom.
Yes, actually I feel sometimes even we can take them out of the classroom also. Like, because like 7th class means they are still young children, take them to the playground and draw a big line. So from every time the child has to stand at 0, and +2 means moving 2 units to the right hand side, again -3 means from there he has to move 3 units to the left, then we can ask where were you landing and all. So that is a sort of conducting the games.
Yes.
Like, we can take them to the playground and we can allow them to play, and from that also they can learn. So actually the way in which we plan our classroom is more important. That's why I said planning plays a very vital role in doing all these things. Okay, now if we move ahead, the next topic is fractions, decimals. While coming to fractions, decimals and rational numbers, what are the topics in the syllabus? Kishore garu.
Sir, here generally we come across different types of fractions, then comparing the fractions, not only that, multiplication of fractions, division, finding reciprocal of a fraction. Then later we come across decimals. Again, addition of decimals is there. Then comparison of decimals is there, multiplication. So all these things are there. Now apart from this, the most important thing which I feel is like the difference between a fraction and a rational number.
Okay.
So telling fraction is a bit easier only, because whatever you have in your say on your desk, you can show them. You take a glass of water and 2 glasses you take, one completely filled, the other one only fill it to half, and you can ask them. Without the knowledge of fraction only, the child can easily say that one is full, the other one is half. So like that we can introduce the concept of fraction in a much easier way. But coming to the additions part, addition of fractions. So here if we have like fraction, the addition would be very easier one. Whereas when it comes to unlike fractions, the addition makes little complicated for the child.
Actually, equivalent fractions if we take, the process will become very easy.
Sir, that's true, sir.
Equivalent fractions we can use.
Yes, sir. That is, equivalent fractions is the best way to make it very simpler one in adding or subtracting the fractions.
Yeah,
Yes.
to introduce the equivalent fractions, we need to have a kind of small activity fraction wall.
Fraction chart
Yes.
or fraction
wall,
chart. Yes.
or by
Yes, sir.
using grid paper or graph paper or a color ribbons.
Yeah.
So there they can children make them learn on their own.
Yes.
Suppose 1/2 plus 1/4, what happens?
Yes, sir.
So start from the simple to then you go for complex wise.
Yes.
So if you in such an order, teacher can plan and play the such kind of games in the classroom, fraction discs, grid paper or graph paper, whatever the material which is locally available, low cost and no cost material, where that is one thing. Showing demonstration is one case, and making the children is learning themselves by playing itself is,
Yes,
that's
yes.
a good kind of mix of this teaching
Yes.
and learning by
Yes.
the kind of perceptual learning, where they can get a experiential learning, and that means by hand perfection.
Yes, actually, as you said, for fractions also we can take the help of rectangles, or we can take the help of circles, and through visualizations we can introduce fractions. And most of the times here you can see proper fraction and improper fraction. What is the difference means, again how do we go for it? So such sort of things most of the times, because suppose proper fraction 3/4 means a circle is made into 4 equal parts and 3 parts are being
shaded.
colored and are shaded, and we can say it is 3/4. But while coming to 5/4, in what way it is to be explained, that plays important role.
Yes.
Yeah, if that is the classroom scenario, how do you introduce 5/4 in the classroom? Kishore sir.
Yes. So 5 parts, like 5/4 is an improper fraction. So just like we have seen, like I take a circle with 4 equal parts. Again I'll take another circle with 4 equal parts, but
Yeah.
only shaded with one region.
You can draw you can draw it on the screen, sir. I think they can visualize the things. Okay, you can write a little bit in the gap. You can write
Okay, sir, I'll just draw
fractions,
here.
decimals. Okay.
So this is
4 parts.
4 parts,
4
and
equal
all are
parts, yes.
shaded one. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'll take another circle of same
Yes.
size with same equal parts. So we need to be a bit careful with the equal parts, because
Yes.
whenever we say about fractions, it is equal parts.
Equal parts. Yes.
So then I would be shading this particular part. Now out of this 4 out of 4 I have taken. So that's one complete whole part, and this is only 1 out of 4 parts.
Yeah. Here draw the figures at 2. Okay, 2 figures we are taking. Then what happens is, first figure we are drawing completely, and second figure we are drawing such that it is made into 4 equal
4
parts.
equal
So
parts.
one part we are shading.
Yes.
Okay, means then they understand, because from that if they have to convert to mixed fraction. Fraction means it is like a whole number
Whole
and
number
a proper
and a
fraction.
proper fraction.
So they will understand that, okay, here this is the whole part,
And the
this
other one
is
is the fractional
fraction
part. That is
part.
proper
So-
fraction part.
Yes. So that link, if they understand, then it
sir.
will become very
That would
easy.
be very easy, sir.
And one more interesting thing is comparison of fractions.
Yes.
Yeah. So even for comparing the fractions, what is the quickest way of doing that?
So when it comes to the part of like like fractions, it would be very easy, because we can draw 2 diagrams. Again, as sir suggested, we can use a
Grid paper or any
and,
graph paper.
Graph paper we can
Yes.
use and show. That is the
Yes.
best way we can make the child understand that concept.
Okay.
So when it comes to the unlike fractions, even our textbook also we are given, sir, a clear example. So using that is the best way we can say, like again using the same grid paper and all, shading the regions.
Okay.
So that is the best way, sir, we can do it.
Okay. So right, related, and now Murthy garu, actually here in this chapter we can see fractions and decimals. Why decimals is introduced simultaneously with fractions? Is there any specific reason for it?
So decimals means, actually, for example, here consider 0.5.
Yes.
So 0.5 is the actually out of 10 parts, 5 parts has been taken out.
Okay.
That is 5/10 itself only. So next, for example, 0.05 is there. That is 5/100. So, that is it. For example, the decimals can be converted into the even fractions.
Okay.
The fractions can be converted to the decimal part itself only.
Okay.
So, that is why actually here decimals as well as the fractions have been introduced at a time itself only. They are
Okay.
interrelated.
Actually, rather than calling them decimals, we can say they are
Yes.
decimal
Fractions.
fractions.
Decimal
fractions.
That
Not
is so
fractional
simple.
numbers.
Yes, they are decimal fractions means fractional numbers only.
The conversion
Okay.
of
Yes.
fractions
Fractions.
into decimal into fraction.
And moreover, one thing, sir, actually division of the fractions also very important. For
Okay.
example, look at the screen once again.
Uh,
2 divided by 1 by 2. 2 divided by 1 by 2.
okay.
2 divided by
2
1 by 2.
divided by 1 by 2.
1 by 2.
Okay.
And 1 by 2 divided by 2.
1 by 2 divided by 2. Okay.
Yes. Here, if you ask the question to the children, what will they do? So,
Okay.
here is a little bit. Division can be converted into the multiplication, or how do we convert this division into the multiplication? So, before
Okay.
this we need to discuss about reciprocal of the fraction also.
Okay.
Reciprocal of the fraction.
Okay.
So, 2 divided by 1 by 2 is nothing but 2 times 2, 4 that becomes. 1 by 2 divided by 2 is 1 by 4.
Okay.
So, which is greater, and with sometimes some interesting questions posed in the classroom situation.
Yeah, actually.
That is why the properties will come once again into the play vital role here.
Yes, yes.
So, A divided by B or B divided by A same.
Actually, here I think we can do one more interesting thing with that, sir. 2 divided by 1 by 2.
Yes.
Simply you take 2 squares or 2 circles. Ask them to make like each square is to be made into 2 equal parts
equal
because I have to get
Half.
half.
Yes.
Then 2 squares means how many equal
Equal
parts you are
parts.
getting.
Yes.
So, 1 square is made into 2 equal parts. And second square is also made into 2 equal parts. So, you
total
get 4
4
equal
Yeah,
parts.
Yes,
but,
yes, that
no,
means
that's right.
Yes.
pictorially,
Means
that will be very
instead of
easy.
going for procedural methods, let them visualize.
Yes.
That's why we have visualization and representation. If once they understand this visualization, then they can go for any sort of problems very
So,
easily.
that means
and smoothly.
abstract concept also easily they will learn.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the help of his
why
visualization.
Sharma is saying a very nice question. When you sometimes A by B by C by D, what we do? We'll reverse the second and multiply it. Why?
Yeah.
What is the reason to do?
Yes.
So
Instead-
if
instead of
teacher
that
could
procedural
visualize
aspect-
with a concrete object, or let the children play with another kind of activity, so then they can concretize the concept, and that could be in the their memory or whatever, whenever they want to express it. Oh, what is this is a what a concrete
Concept.
idea of the
yes, that
mechanism
classroom-
behind the
classroom
division of
experience
the
will come back.
fractions.
Yes,
So
That
that should be
classroom
done.
experience.
So what we need is only a grid paper, a graph paper with a crayon or a color. That is
more than
very
sufficient.
important, more than
Yes, sir.
sufficient.
Yes, sir.
No
Only
need
one-
of such
one and
charts,
only one
ants
activity.
and
Yes,
ants
sir.
and
Yes,
ants
yes,
actually,
yes.
the activities under the guidance of the teacher. So while doing the experiments also or this kind of activities, teachers should observe the enthusiasm. Even 1 by 2, suppose 3 by 4. If you take the 3 by 4 rectangular shape, then how can you how many kinds of division can be represented in how many ways? That is also very
Yes,
important.
yes, yes, that is
So
true,
these
that
are
is
the variety of activities where teacher can give to the children in such a way, so they can enjoy learning. So
Yes.
that makes making learning is enjoyable activity. That is a major strategy where we can carry out in the classroom.
Yes, actually here what you said is right, sir, true. Instead of giving it like a rule, this is the rule. Instead of that, let them explore. Let them understand the beauty of mathematics.
Yes.
Let them understand the gist so that they will enjoy. If once he starts enjoying mathematics, then
True,
no
that's
one
true.
can stop.
Yes.
them.
Yeah, that
That
is
is
a
a main
shifting
beauty.
from conventional method to creative method of teaching learning process in the
Yes,
classroom.
yes.
See, even it can be applied in the assessment also. Why you are making assignment is another part. So assess the children learning by these kind of activity.
Yes, yes.
So
Yes,
that's
true,
fine.
true.
they are doing and expressing, representation and visualization and communicating in the mathematical language. So that is the way where we connect all these academic standards.
Actually, what you said is right, sir. In formative assessments, even we can allot marks for this.
Yes.
Like how the child is doing the activity, and how he is converting, and how he is giving the answers, his communication, his responses, his the way of understanding, the way of explaining, for which we can give formative assessment marks.
Exactly, sir.
Actually, that is the major actual idea behind formative assessments.
Even Sharma ji, what I want to tell you that a student of those who are not having interest, so somebody is coloring. So what you are doing, they come and ask, and that kind of, if you ignore such kind of,
that is happening.
So if there, that kind of inertia breaks in the classroom. That is breaking in the inertia of the silence. That is very important in the classroom.
Yes, fantastic, sir. Actually, this is true, very much true. And if once the classroom scenario changes, automatically that enthusiasm will enter into that, and it will continue and it will scatter like anything.
Yes.
This is fantastic. Now, let us move ahead to the next topic. Right. So, once you consider this, after that we have simple equations. While coming to simple equations, what are the major things here in class 7th? Actually, you can see that we have contextual problems. Okay. And earlier, whatever the integers they have learnt, these integers role will be there here, like they are having the coefficients.
Yes.
Right. So in what way we can go for these simple equations? Okay. Ramay garu.
Yeah, in simple equations, it's let them children explore that with a common balance activity. Okay. Wherever they go to the market, nowadays digital balances are there. Okay. So but take a scale or in a kind of common balance, what is LHS, what is RHS, so what are the properties of a simple equations. Okay. By in a concrete way of, if you are adding something, same constant will be added in the same, then the value of the both LHS will not be changed.
Yes. At
the same time, whenever you reduce something, and the same amount of thing can be reduced from the LHS. So that is also the rules of the simple equation can be introduced through a common balance activity. Yes. Or a number scale. Yes. So suppose -2 plus some x is equal to something, then how it can be equal. So these kind of activities can be in a simplest way, and then that activities can be converted into the communication parts.
Yes. Actually, here one more interesting thing I have gone through, like algebraic thinking is one of the important aspects. Like model method is one of the famous, made it very much successful using the model method. Right. For example, just look at the screen. When you are talking about a person has 5 fruit, like some fruits, and the next person has 5 fruits more than him, then what will they do is, first they will draw some rectangle. Okay, that is the unknown quantity. You just draw it here, one rectangle.
Yeah, they are representing.
Now that is the model for the unknown quantity. Now the other person has 5 more, so they will draw that rectangle, same rectangle again below that, and one more small rectangle attached to it with a number labeled 5. It must be attached to that previous rectangle. Right. So if we do like that, what happens there is, this is the first quantity is x, and the next quantity will become x plus 5. So it should be of the same length, sir. The length should be same, because the height should be same for both the rectangles.
Okay.
Yes, it should be like that. Yes, that is a 5. Means what happens there is, the unknown quantity added 5. First we have to introduce what does it actually mean. That representations, like making it half, making it 5 more, all these expressions, instead of saying like verbally we are using, he is having more 5,
same thing,
or he is having less 5, or 2 times means drawing 2 rectangles, twice, thrice. These terms, some visualization will be there for the child. So actually the children will use pencils or pen and draw that in the notebook itself, and they will do the calculation very quickly in that method.
Yes,
so such kind of methods can be adopted.
Yeah, at the same time, Sharma garu,
yes.
What I want to tell you that it's a kind of riddles, we say that you have something, add something which you have double it, add 5, then the number will be something. So tell me what is the number. So these kind of curiosity, if you develop among the children, so there what happens with what is unknown quantity, what is a known quantity, what is doubling, reduce 5. So here we can introduce kind of a story like Tenali Ramakrishna when he went to the Sri Krishna Devaraya as a expert. So he gives lashes like that. There we can add all these
so
kind of operations.
Finding ages also, sir. Like suppose we can predict the age of a person, unknown person, or weight of an unknown person. We'll ask them, say, you think a number, you double it, you add this. Then what is the total?
What is the final?
Then after getting the total without doing any calculations, we can easily tell what exactly the age is or weight is. So that kind of playful things we can do it.
Actually, even small examples will be more than sufficient. I can say like yesterday I went to market and in a bookshop I bought a book and a pen and I paid 100 rupees to the shop owner. Like what are the possibilities? What is the price of the book and the pen? Let them go for a guess. Actually, like we are giving like x plus y is equal to something we are giving. Or one more way of approach, simple technique is most of the times we pose questions like 7 plus 3 is equal to how much? Then they will answer 10. Instead of that, you write 10 and ask them to write in how many ways you will
express
10.
Possibilities.
Actually, you see, for that, what is the number set you are taking that plays important role? Suppose if you confine to natural numbers, like you are getting one thing, right? If suppose if you go for negative numbers,
integers,
in how many ways you can obtain 10? Or if you use decimals,
minus 10,
or fractions, like this beautiful activity can be conducted by doing that.
Yeah, this can be very useful in a factorization method where we can adding the factors and getting something, multiplying the coefficients and getting the reliable and suitable factors which they are adding. So these are all the prerequisites where they are very useful in the higher section, that is 9th and 10th.
Yeah, so actually number systems and algebra are the areas which we have seen, like for algebra, algebraic thinking, and as you said, we can use modeling method. And the one more important area in this is geometry. Actually, geometry is one more area where we come across the things like triangles, quadrilaterals, lines and angles. These are the chapters related to that. And especially in geometry part, congruency of triangles is having very much important role. Okay, in what way we can give examples for congruency from their day-to-day life? Kishore garu.
Sir, see, geometry is everywhere. If you see, there is nothing like there is no geometry in our life. So when we look at our surroundings, you find different shapes. So all these shapes are related to geometry. So even when we are when the students are sitting in the classroom also, you can ask them to just go through the class, see the class carefully, and ask them which shapes are which say things you feel that they are same, which look same and with same, so everything you observe and just make a note of it. So the children can see that okay, the windows here in our class are looking same way in everything, in all the respects. Or maybe our benches are looking, the desk is looking in the same way, or our notebooks are looking the same way. So this is how we can introduce the concept of congruency. So this is one simple thing where we don't have to carry any material to the classroom, wherein we can show that everything is there at their, in front of them only. So this is one simple way of explaining the concept of congruency.
Even paper folding also.
We can use paper folding also.
The paper folding is another simple example.
Or we can take transparent sheet and we ask them to trace and they can observe that.
Overlapping
by placing them one over the other. Actually that is the best technique to check whether they are congruent or not. So that is a simple way. Actually congruency means, again we discussed earlier, congruent means like shape, size.
Both are.
Shape, size. While coming to triangles, what are the elements that will influence? So in numbers, actually earlier also we made this discussion. Comparison means, in comparison again, here also we are comparing two triangles. We cannot compare a triangle and a circle. So first of all, the shape must be same
and size must be same.
And then the next thing is here size. Like then now shape, if you talk about the shape is decided by what? Shape is decided by angles. and size is decided by sides. So shape and size must be same. When once you define, then immediately we have to understand that their sides must be equal, their angles must be equal. That's why we say that angles and sides, three angles and three sides of both the triangles must be same. So that's why we are saying that the 6 elements must be the same. But at a later stage we talk about criterion. Here students sometimes will get why this is happening. Actually they start working on the triangles like with one measurement, like suppose for 2 triangles, can one measurement will give congruency. Like I will take only one angle, or I will take one side, like 5 centimeter for both the triangles. If I draw 2 triangles, we can practically do it in the classroom, like okay, 5 centimeter is the measurement given, okay, you construct one triangle, right? When the students do that now, definitely they themselves will understand that they are getting different triangles. So from that they understand that okay, one measurement it is not sufficient.
Still some more measurements are required.
Then let us try with 2 measurements. Okay, 2 measurements I will fix. I will give 5 centimeter and 6 centimeters. Okay, you draw. Do you get the same kind of triangle?
Yes, sir. Again they get different.
Again, if they do not, so because the different students will have different perceptions and different ideology. So actually the angles may vary and all. So from that it will change. So then 3 measurements. Which 3 measurements are sufficient? Can we say that any 3 measurements will give congruency?
No.
This is the part where the students start thinking.
That is a kind of probing questions in the classroom.
Yes.
That is
if once 3 measurements means what sort of 3 measurements will lead to congruency and which will not give congruency. That is what you are talking about, properties or criterion for congruency.
So that's what, sir, what you have said is like we have given 2 sides, then again third side also is important for 2 triangles to be congruent. Now one that is done, let us take one more line segment of some fixed length. Then we'll ask them to now take 2 angles of your choice, say one angle of say 40 degrees, other one 50 degrees, like that. We'll ask them to even draw the triangles also.
Actually the beauty is the interconnectivity. If you understand, like 2 sides are fixed, even then one angle is 30, one angle is 40, means the opposite side length will vary. Because the angle changes. So that's why we can say. Right. Now here there is one more interesting question we can pose related to this. Right. Okay, we are saying that side congruency rule, because the 3 sides of one triangle are equal to the 3 sides of another triangle, then those 2 are congruent. Because when the sides are equal, naturally opposite angles will be equal. So that is what we are saying, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. CPCT we are using.
Yes, sir.
Now the question is, can we do the same for angles? Can we tell that in 2 triangles if angles are equal, can we say that they are congruent?
So that is again, as you said, sir, the simplest way is like you gave one example to draw. So let us give 3 angles to the children and ask them to draw now. Now we get as many different figures as we see in our classroom. So we can say that again, you can see the angles are all same, but you see your triangles are different.
Actually what happens, while doing these constructions, this is my classroom experience. When I gave it to the students, initially they will laugh, your triangle is such a small triangle, one will draw a very big triangle. So then they will laugh, and from that somewhere they realize that, oh, this is the situation where when 3 angles are given, we are getting different triangles. So when once they understand that, his experience is very strong. So when such type of discussion will come at a later stage, they will quickly remember their classroom scenario. And they will connect it to that, and they will answer very quickly.
Moreover, it plays a vital role in properties of triangle intermediate also.
Yes, sir,
the ambiguity takes place.
Yes, and
this is the basic for our similar triangles, where children are getting trouble in drawing the similar triangle with a scale factor. So suppose 3 sides are given, they are good at. Suppose one side, 2 angles,
side angles.
These kind of varieties of basic triangle constructions also. These are all this class is really a very pivotal, I can say essential learning things where they can apply in the higher classes, that is 9th and 10th.
Actually, in class 7th itself, when you talk about, as we said, if they do side will give congruency,
Yes.
angle will not give congruency,
exactly.
but they will see that they are getting triangles, one is big, one is large. That discussion will lead them to similar triangles, similarity at a later stage.
Yes,
So
sir.
get
Yes, sir.
unique triangle.
That
Yes.
in class 7th means I am saying that don't think that when you teach 7th class I am teaching only for 7th class.
Yes, it should be
Actually,
for-
you
Yes,
are
that perception
you
is
are
very important for the teacher.
developing the mathematical thinking in the child.
Yes.
So
That is very important.
that will give the connectivity to the concept which they learn at a later stage.
Yes, sir, exactly.
If we keep it in our mind, then it will be easy for us. Without that, just today I am teaching something, okay, I am confined to this means it is like a restricted thing.
Yes, sir, exactly.
So let them explore in their own. That explore, if they do, then it will become easy for them to connect them to the next concepts which they learn in future.
higher class. Yes, sir.
Yes.
One more thing, Sharma Garu, I can add one line,
Yes,
because
sir.
these kind of explanation part, really our classrooms are transmitted into in the position of transmission of Telugu to English medium. So that is a bilingual method of approach in classroom transaction is also very important.
Yes.
So please, if they could not express in their English language, let them connect with the vocabulary or the genre of the mathematics.
So that means let them speak in their mother tongue.
Mother tongue. So,
So then
where
we
you
need
can
to
give the freedom
give
of
some-
talking.
Yes.
Let them express their views.
Yes,
Then slowly connect with the words and then make a sentence. So where children can easily. So I can strongly believe that mathematics is the only instrument where children can learn through learning mathematics. They can speak in English.
Yeah.
That is a kind of approach where I can
So understanding the
understand
concept is more important.
More
Yes.
than,
actually
yes,
the
rather than
language.
language also. Language does.
Language
it
is
plays a- yes,
just a
it should
communication
not
part.
become a barrier.
Barrier
Yes.
to
Actually, if we a little bit move ahead, I can say that no, I don't accept that it is a language. Mathematics itself is a language.
Yes.
We have our own symbols.
Yes.
It
And,
is a symbolic
moreover,
language. If I know how to communicate in the symbolic
moreover,
language,
Sharma, the
no need of
ideational
any additional
fluency
terms.
comes from the mother tongue, and when you compile it in another language, it's a kind of at the level. But we have to very cautious
So
as a
that means,
teacher.
Damaya Garu, the teacher will assist him.
Yes.
So how to speak in whatever media is there, rather than it's L1 or L2.
Yeah, that is a kind
Come
of
to point of
ZPD
view. Yeah.
ZPD position. Means I know something, but I am unable to express. Where the teacher has to push him.
Yes, yes.
So that is the as
Actually,
Vaigas
it is
we should.
the proximity.
Yeah.
Like that's why
Yes.
we say the teacher should not be at the teacher's desk. He has to move in between, and he has to go to the child, and he has to tap.
Yes.
And with that small touch, it gives so much of like
Yeah, you are doing
confidence in
well.
the child.
Yeah, it's good. Or you can
We
it's
need to
not
make
supposed be
inclusive
like this.
classrooms.
Yes.
That's very
Just
important, yes.
no need of saying anything verbal. Just if we go and touch him once, no, if we pat him, if we touch him, that will give him so much of confidence. And even like some small words like if suppose his handwriting is good, I can say, okay, your handwriting is good, you can perform well. That boosts his confidence. So what are the ways in which we can encourage the child? Ultimately, whatever you see, sir, simply I strongly believe in one point. That is, first let the child strongly feel that I can do.
Yes.
Yes.
If once he feel or if he is connected to the subject, no one can stop him. He is unstoppable.
Yes, sir.
So connecting him to the subject is more important. For that, whatever the tactics under your sleeve you use, no problem, no issue for that. But every time no need to apply the same strategy, every time no need to use the same
So it may
material.
vary from topic to topic also.
Yes, yes, that is true.
That depends upon
Okay.
children.
And one more area is data handling,
Yes.
right? In data handling, what sort of things, Murthy garu?
So data handling is actually every day the students actually will work out with all these data handling activities. So generally data handling mainly depending upon the first of all collection. So how do we collect the data? The many data are available in the newspaper also. Will collect some
Yes.
data will be available. So even after that collecting the data, how to organize the data? That's a very important
actually
factor.
here one more thing I can add, sir. Collecting the data means actually from the newspapers we can collect, or in the
Yes.
classroom itself
Yes.
we can ask what is your favorite fruit. Okay, the students will give different names of fruits,
Yes.
right? It is like connecting it to their personal experience.
Yes.
Your favorite fruit means okay, you just list out, write down the list, and from that if you do some calculations, no, they are very much connected to it.
Even scores of the cricket players are
sometimes okay,
yes.
suppose you calculated some mean or mode, suppose you calculated, then they feel that okay, what fruit I am liking, it is liked by most of the students of my class. That gives a good feel for them.
Even shirts also, how do they manufacture without taking the measurements of the person, individual person? So that comes under a mode itself only. But one more thing, actually, after organizing the data, so how to analyze it and how to come to the conclusion. So these parts actually leads to the research part itself as major.
Really it's a vital basic. Nowadays we are in the analytics,
data analytics.
Data analysis is a kind of era where we can install that kind of ignition among the children. So collection, organizing in
after that how to present it.
We have only ungrouped data only. Here also the interpretation of the data is very important. So by getting something, inferring something regarding the data, that is also very important. So that kind of discourse should be done in the classroom. So we have to encourage, give a poster or a data something.
Or mere problem solving is not, should not be done in the
graphs also, Sharma Garu. Not only the graph paper. So how you represent the particular, for example, production of cars of a company, different companies. So you can represent, you take as a car figure as a unit figure, and one unit figure is a kind of 100 cars. Then this company is how much, how many, this kind of that could be connected to the children's psychology or children mindset. And also suppose different bowlers are there in the world, toppest bowler with a ball also you can show like a. So in a bar graph, the variety of bar graphs, how you can show. So that kind of taste, if you could give to the children, let them, they can draw their graphs like that.
So actually this is my own experience in my classroom. I asked the children, while dealing with this data handling chapter for 7th class students, I asked them to collect the how many number of bikes are there in your village, and how many cars are there, how many tractors are there, how many cycles are there, how many bullock carts are there. So they actively participated and they collected the total data.
Is all around, sir. Nowadays, actually, that's why in BTech also now you data analysis is a separate course. So much of data is there. But how to organize it, how to analyze it, how to draw some conclusions.
Then I asked them, to
drawing conclusion and
organize also.
That is more important. Actually here one more interesting thing related to this is, whenever we talk about data, different types of representations, like even we can ask the students why you are representing the data instead of giving the numbers, why you are making it like a histogram or bar graph or pie chart, what way you can, how to interpret the pie chart diagram. So pictorial representations, how to make, and what is the importance of representing in the pictorial manner. That is also one of the important aspects.
Common man can easily understand the figures without a figure. That is, and they can compare, they can come to a conclusion. For example, crop production of paddy in our Telangana. So in which year it was very low and what are the reasons?
Without actually knowing the data, you can easily understand. Like
even during
actually that's why one more thing is like whenever we make the discussions, we can ask them like how many of you will see cricket matches. Cricket match means most of the students will say yes we will. Then I will ask them, okay, suppose the first side batting is completed, second side batting is going on. Okay, how do you means they will project the scores pictorially, so that a common man can understand it easily. Okay, and even you see in that's why in the data interpretation we gave one scenario like day-to-day life scenario, like a mobile phone. You have to your father would like to buy a mobile phone. So what are the features, rate, and all some preparing the list and analyzing the data, and which mobile phone means not only for a mobile phone, like for purchasing a pencil or pencil box or bag, what is the best way of analyzing the data and coming to the conclusion that this is the best product or the product which is having some quality and usable to me. Like that the analysis with which it is started. Okay. So, mathematics is ultimately very much helpful for the students, but as we discussed, the classrooms must be changed from silent to vibrant. This is very, very important. The first point is vibrant classrooms. Second one is child centric approaches are to be followed. Go in between the students, mingle with them and talk to them, let them speak out, come out with their ideas.
They feel that
Then from that you give freedom or flexibility.
yes, sir, yes.
Then they will come out with their ideas, and from that they we have to give proper mathematical reasoning, mathematical thinking, and let them explore by themselves.
Avoiding rote memory also. That
Yes,
is also, that's very
when
important.
you make your classrooms like this, then definitely your classrooms will be vibrant, and the students will be attracted more and more towards mathematics, and you can see so much of enthusiasm in the students. Okay. So, with this today we are going to conclude this session. We will meet with some other session like with some other topic. Okay. That is all for today. Thank you. Thank you one and all.